Hello. So let's talk about a dollar store survival kit. This is something that you may have to count on to save your life. Now, we all know dollar store gear can be pretty decent, but you're paying a low price because usually it's lower quality. So the challenge here is to make a survival kit that I could count on with dollar store gear. Now, I had to have the essentials in here. That's what I have in here, and a little bit extra. But I wanted to do this because it shows some budget options that does work. And that's very important because I've always lived on a budget, and I've used a lot of gear that was not top-notch, but it has got me by in a lot of my outdoor adventures. So to start with, what I'm going to do is show what's on the outside. This is a stainless steel water bottle that you can remove the top, and I can boil water in this as well as transport water. So that is very important, is hydration, of course. Stainless steel, I've boiled water in many of these. I've actually boiled water in this before. So that there, having something for hydration and to be able to carry my water after it's boiled, very important. So that's just what's on the outside of my pack. Up here, what I have is some fire starters. Now, I've done videos on a lot of this gear, and I'm going to put links down below where you can check out these fire starters. In here, I also have a mag bar with a ferro rod on it from the dollar store, and I also have a video showing how that works. Dollar store also has many disposable lighters, matches, and so on for starting fire. I've just got this in here with these fire starting sticks. Now, these work really well. Like I said, I'll leave a video. So it's a good choice for a fire starting in a survival kit. I would have thrown a lighter in here as well, and maybe even some matches. Then you have a pretty good fire kit right there. Now, I also picked this up. This here is a headlamp that was $3.50, I believe, and takes 3 AAA batteries and works pretty decent. There's that headlamp there. I haven't seen these around the dollar store for very long. Has low, high, and even has a red feature to it. So, pretty nice little light. Of course, of the cheaper quality, but it may last years. Also, I have this one here that picked up at the dollar store years ago. This one has worked very well. Now, this one here is cheaper. You have to watch, the threads are not as good and such, so when you're putting it in, don't cross thread it and just be careful with it, and it's lasted for years. So having 2 lights, and I also picked this up, which this here you can hang up and light up an area. I've been using this for camping actually, and it takes 3 AAA batteries. It's great inside of a tent. It's great for just hanging out, and I keep it on low. It will last all night. So having light options, to me, very important, because if you're lost or stranded and everything's pitch black, you can't see nothing, I'll tell you, the less stress that you have out there, just having a light on that you can see can reduce a lot of stress during those type of situations. Next, I have this here. This is a mosquito head net. You can tuck your hands into your pockets. You can tuck your pant legs into your socks, tuck your shirt into your pants, and so on to stop a lot of the biting insects. But this here can protect your head. Very important out there, because this here can make for a good night's sleep or swatting mosquitoes or other bugs all night. Now, I brought out cordages as well. I've cut portions off of that roll of bank line. This one here is a 12-foot portion, and this is a 30-foot portion. So I've got 42 feet of bank line right there, and I have 18 feet of paracord. So this here can do a lot out there. You can add more to your kit, that's up to you. But this here, I can do a lot for. I can set up my shelter, I can make a tripod, so on and so forth with just this here. So cordage is always important, and that's what I'm carrying in this kit. Now for the cutting tools, I've got this kitchen knife and this folding saw. I'll put a video, like I said, at the end where you can check these out, see how they worked, and they're pretty decent. I mean, it's up to you if you want to put something different, and I usually have a belt knife that I carry all the time, and that's what I would be carrying, not these. But these are good options if you're on a budget. That can do the task you need. All you need is a knife to be able to cut your cordage, possibly cut some stakes for making your shelter, and cutting some limbs and so on and so forth. That's where this comes into play, this comes into play, and possibly you may have to split some wood if really wet to get into dry wood. Now this here, not recommended unless you absolutely have to, but take care with it, just because it's the only knife you have out there, or may be. Lastly, what I have is a space blanket. This one here is an 84 inch by 53 inch. And I also have a 8x6 poly tarp. This one here, I have many videos where I've used this as shelter, as a cot, and very multi-use. This is the one I carry in my personal survival kit now. In combination with a space blanket, these two can add benefits to a sleep system or shelter system that can totally increase your chances in survival. So this here is just some items that I have been using over years, or I've been testing and they've been proven to be working pretty good. So this here, I cover my shelter, I have cutting tools, I have different cordages, a way to protect myself from the bugs, light, water purification and carry, as well as a fire kit. So this is a good kit to cover the survival essentials. Just wanted to share that with you, just to give you some ideas. But of course, you always have to have the skill set to use this gear, and you also have to set up a kit that fits your needs and your own personal skill set. Thanks for watching, take care, and all the best.